Kia ora, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ultimate Growth Experience podcast. So today I'm just going to do a quick update video talking about what I've been up to, how my life's been going, etc. So just something that you guys would want to know. So I was away in Australia last week, meeting one of my favorite political scientists around the world. He's one of the three horsemen, and he's regarded very highly in foreign policy in regards to post-Cold War theory. So his name is Professor John J. Mearsheimer from the University of Chicago. Here's his book, The Great Delusion, and I also had the honor of meeting him, taking some photos, and also there's a video of me asking him a question about Trump and Trump's relationship to realism and IR theory. So that was really fun. I will get that uploaded hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I'm also doing a video with my good friend Nadia Schroeder. She is a fantastic intellectually minded student. She is currently doing an engineering degree, and also she's head of a civics organization in relation to teaching and educating high school students. And also she's done very well academically, and also she's in one of the big three of the management consulting firms, not the big four like PwC, Deloitte, EY, and KPMG, but the ones above like McKinsey, BCG, and also the Boston Consulting Group, I think. Yeah. So anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I had a deep thought about. So I know that as a guy who's really into self-improvement and personal development, a few guys ask me, so what gets you going, basically? How do I motivate myself? How do I, get myself into new habits, get myself into a position where I can be like, man, I'm a lot more confident. I know exactly what I want to do. And my answer to that is something along the lines of this. Look, we've all been bullied, right? I talked about it before in my previous 30-minute podcast. You've also faced probably some rejections from people. You probably faced some hostility. You've probably faced some, negative comments from people as well. So you can try to use that energy for the positive. What I mean by that is essentially this. Look, you've been bullied, you've been harmed. Psychologically, you've probably been, faced hardships in your life. Maybe your parents died. I know one friend who has had one parent die, and he's, I don't know how he gets up in the morning every day and all of that. But for me, I think about when I faced the hardships. I think back to that, and I go, that was a shitty moment. I don't want to see that again. I don't want to face that again. And the question is, how do I prevent myself from facing those emotions again? And that's where you can look into. You can be like, for example, that PE teacher example, the one that was laughing at me when I was doing my PEEP test. That's a good example. I think about that all the time, actually, where it's like, okay, this guy was a dick to me. I'm gonna prove this guy wrong. If I give an example from a book that I read. It's a book by Robert Greene called The Laws of Human Nature. And he goes through this idea of reverse psychology. So, for example, there is a kid struggling in high school. His teacher treats him like absolute crap. His teacher thinks, well, this kid's going to fail. Absolutely going to fail. So what his parents do is tell their kid who's failing, like, badly, to his face, look, you know that teacher that you're facing at the moment in your school? He hates you. He really hates you. He does not want you to do well at all. So his answer was, that teacher thinks I'm going to do shit. Okay, screw him. And you know what? The kid does a lot better than he did before. He reaches the mid-tier of the school, and eventually he says, suck it, to the teacher. I mean, it's reverse psychology, and that's my point, guys, is that, for example, if you're facing hardships, use it as an opportunity. you're not going to be facing these rejections or get bullied by people or get ostracized by people forever. It's not. Emotions don't go on forever. Unless you keep it that way. That's a different story. There are people that use that resentment and make the resentment exponentially larger, harm their families, harm themselves, harm their friends around them. That's bad. But you can try the reverse, which is essentially use the negative energy to your advantage. Go, right, these guys do not want me to do well. Screw that. I'm going to prove these douchebags wrong. And I think that's a much better and much more productive way of using your time. And also, it calms your mind down. Your mind's going to go, okay, this is an opportunity. I can prove those guys wrong. So guys, that's my lesson. And I think a lot of other people can try to use that too, is the idea that, look, there are people that's going to hate me. There are people that's going to say, look, Leo, you're not going to do well. And I'm going to go, well, F you. Screw you. Eat crap. I'm going to do whatever the heck I want. And do whatever I can to achieve my goals. And that's that. And that same thing applies to you. I don't know who you are who's watching this video. But what I can tell you is that you probably have goals, aspirations, what you want out of life. And this idea of self-care. And also getting work done. Like, you have work to do. You do. You know it. I don't need to tell you. But you have to hone in the negative resentment-based energy and use that to your advantage. Use it. Don't let it drain you down and become angry about society and angry about people and angry about people that are doing better than you. That's not going to do stuff. It's about you. This is a battle against you. But also, using the negative energy, the external energy, the negative, the absolute downhill points that in your life, thinking about them and going, okay, I want to prove these guys wrong, and I will do so. That level of persistence is much better. And that's what I think. So guys, look, hone in. Use those negative experiences and those negative emotions to your advantage. That's my final point. And I hope you will achieve that. Oh yeah. One more point. This is outside of the main point that I mentioned. I'll also be trying to get my good friend John Liang. He's a consultant at EY. He received the Prime Minister's Scholarship for Latin America last year, and he had the honor of going to Colombia and doing an internship. So I'll be having an episode with him about internships and achieving and getting Prime Minister scholarships. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys have an exceptional and awesome and productive weekend, and keep killing it. And seriously, get them grades. Hit the gym and get that clear and awesome body that you want. Achieve anything. And I know that anybody can do so. So, that's that. I know I've gotten a little bit chubbier lately. I've been eating a lot of, pork chop and nice chicken breasts, and that's my fault, unfortunately, but I am doing IF again, and I'm in a cut mode, so I will get that sorted very, very soon. So anyway, thank you for watching, have a good evening, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta.